Hello, everyone. I am Will, and welcome back to my playthrough of Dark Souls Remastered. Yep. Last we left off, we made our way out of Blighttown. Yep. Well, actually, the first thing we did is we went a bit further down into the outer parts of the Demon Ruins and got infected. Yeah. We went down to where the hostile egg bearers were, took our helmet off, got grabbed a few times, which, causes them to bite our heads. And then we went back to the bonfire and waited. And waited. And waited. Yeah. Yeah, because the aim was to get infected with the little parasite things so we can grow eggs on our head. Which required, several minutes of waiting. So, each time you get bit, there was a percentage chance, so we did like 4 times. So just to make sure we got, actually infected. And then we waited to see the head scratch animation. Once we got that, waited for some more minutes until an egg formed on our heads. Because you need an egg on your head in order to gain Ingi's trust. So we went back to Ingi, showed him we had our eggs on our heads. He was like, okay, it's a bad place to put it. Here's a egg vermifuge to get rid of it. And then he gave us an egg vermifuge, and he opened up the rest of his inventory for sale. Yeah, so he sells a copy of Poison Mist and Toxic Mist. So didn't have the souls to spare at the time, so we have to go back down there and buy them. But yeah, so we gained his trust, cured the eggs from our heads, and then we made our way to Quelana, where we spent all 60-something thousand souls to fully upgrade our Ascended Pyromancy Flame to +5. So it is at full Ascendancy. Definitely worth it, even though it's like a 300-something thousand investment. Definitely worth it. Also, once we gain Ingi's trust, if you don't have a Pyromancy Flame already, he'll give you one. So there's 2 ways to get a Pyromancy Flame in the game. Well, maybe 3. Well, no, if you start as a Pyromancer, Laurentius won't give you one. So, never mind. So, yep. So we did that. Went to Quelana, upgraded our Pyromancy Flame to full. I don't think I bought anything else from her. And then we made our way out. Climbed the ladder, up the elevator, some more ladders, found the key to the door in the New Londra Ruins, through some Undead. Then we came to the Valley of Drakes. And at that point, I decided to do the Valley of Drakes. Yep. So we killed an undead dragon pretty easy. As long as you stay outside of his range, pelt him with arrows or spells, he goes down pretty easily. And he was guarding the Store Straight Sword, a very good weapon at the early game, or very good weapon in general if you're going to go Faith. A Dragon Crush Shield, which has good fire defense, fire damage negation, soul item. And then we continued on until we found the blue drakes. Yep. Drakes that breathe lightning. Surprisingly. Yeah. And we were lucky that our fire battle axe staggered them in 2 hits. So we just basically try to chain stun lock them for as long as we could. So we did that for each one in our way. Yeah, the first one was guarding a humanity. We took care of the second one. I think at that point I went up to rest of the bonfire at the Darkroot Basin, just so we can, homeward bone out once we get to the ring. So back down, dealt with the dragon on the bridge, the armor set on the brigand set on the bridge, and another spider shield. Ran past the last 3, climbed the ladder to the red tearstone ring, which increases attack at low HP. Homeward bone out, back to the bonfire, and then we went through the Valley of Drakes to the underside of Firelink Shrine, outside of New Londo. Yes, so we had the key to unlock the door down there. We came up here and found that Anastasia is dead, murdered precisely, or exactly. Yep, Lautrec murdered her. Yeah. So we got the Dingy set, as well as the Black Eye Orb, which points to Anor Londo. So we'll find Lautrec up there. Yep. And with her dead, Firelink Shrine's fire is out, which is not good. We want it back. So we wanted to kill Lordran. Talked to Crestfallen. He decided to do something about Mr. Frampt over there. Yeah, so he's actually down in New Londo right now. We'll probably take care of him. I don't know. So and then we went over to Laurentius. Yep. Bought out his last pyromancy and then showed him one of the advanced pyromancies we got from Quilana. I think it was the Great Combustion that triggered it. Either that or the Chaos Fireball or the Chaos Storm. One of those threes triggered it. I'm pretty sure it's Great Combustion was all we really needed. But so we showed him that. He said he'll go back down to the swamp to find her. I'm guessing it's Quilana. Yep, so now he's gone as well. He'll be down in the swamps down below. So and then after that we went and talked to King Thinker Frampt. Yep. Who elucidated our fate. So now we must travel to Anor Londo to recall the Lord vessel. But to do that, we got to go through Sen's Fortress. Yep. It said it's a perilous journey which many have undertaken but none have returned. So apparently the chosen undead is a lot of people. But anyway. Then after that, we went to the Undead Parish. Joined the Warriors of Sunlight Covenant. Yep. Where we got Lightning Spear, and then we learned Praise the Sun. Praise the Sun. Yep. Because we reduced the faith requirement by co-oping online, helping other players beat bosses. So we did that. I did that 3 times earlier in the playthrough. So we only needed 10 faith to interact with the altar. So I got that done. And then after that, we went down to the Dark Root Forest, where we took on Great Grey Wolf Sif. Yep. Thanks to our upgraded Pyromancy Flame and Great Combustion, as well as Crown of Dusk and the Bellowing Dragon Crest, took only 7 Great Combustions to defeat. Yeah, it's one of those fights I just want to get over as quickly as I can because I don't want to drag it out. Yeah, because once he gets low on health, he starts limping around, falls over after attacks. It's pitiful. We don't want that on Sif. No. Yes, I know there is an alternate cutscene if you do the DLC first, but I don't want to do that. It just makes the fight worse. It just makes the fight sadder. And that was it. And that was all we did. Kind of mostly the loose ends before we went up to Sen's Fortress. Between episodes, I did a bunch of selling to Frampt. Fed him some more green shards for more Titanite shards. Fed him a bunch of extra items, gear that I didn't want. A lot of the weapons and armors we farmed from the Baldur Knights and the Undead soldiers that we just gave to him. I upgraded a bunch of weapons and armors and shields. I spent all my upgrade materials. Yep. So that's basically all I did between episodes, was just upgrade, and sell. So, yep. And then today we are going to, well, I forgot that Donald of Zealand, you can actually see him from over there. Yeah, right there, right above our heads. Yep, he moves up here after you ring the second bell. So we're going to go over there, talk to him, probably buy out, at least maybe buy some of the stuff, I don't know. I do want to start leveling up here again. It's been a while since I leveled up. But so we'll go talk to Donald. We'll probably go down to New Londo, deal with Crestfallen. And then, well, nah. We'll do Donald. We'll leave Crestfallen alone. And then after Donald, we'll go to Sen's Fortress. Yep, it's time. Time for this fun house. Yep, Sen's Fortress is a noticeable step up in difficulty from the rest of the game so far. I will tell you straight up, it's not impossible, but it is much more difficult than it has been so far, which is why I want to start power leveling as much as I can. So that's the plan. Talk to Donald, Sen's Fortress. All right. Shall we get to it? Yeah, sure. I just want to think if there's anything else I want to do besides those two. No, let's just get going. Oh, and I forgot. Hold on, I'm sorry. I forgot. Equipment for today, starting off with the Uchi Katana plus 10. I wasn't sure if I wanted to upgrade the Uchi Katana or the Yaito, but then I remembered that the Uchi Katana's strong attack is a thrust. And since we're going to Sen's Fortress with narrow hallways, a thrust is better than the wide slash, because they're probably going to ricochet off the walls with a slash. So we'll upgrade the Uchi Katana to plus 10. Got our Bow of Ferris, going with the claws and the offhand. I know, I wanted to use them. You don't really see people using the claws in Dark Souls. They're not the best, but I want to give them a go. They do have a parry, so like other fist weapons, they can parry, but they don't block. Your block is just your L1's just a wide slash. You then can follow up with thrust, so I think it'll work. If push comes to shove, I can change this to the Iron Round Shield, which I did upgrade to plus 10. It does take regular Titanite shards, so I did upgrade that. Ivory Catalyst, because again, it's going to be our best catalyst till I get intelligence to at least, I think, 27. At that point, the Sorcerer Catalyst starts to get better. So it's going to be a while since we change this out. Armor sets, the Tattered Cloth Hood, Robe, Wanderer's Manchettes, and Boots, all at plus 3. It's pretty light, offers okay defense, although it's probably not the best for Sen's Fortress at this point at our level, but going with it. Havel's Ring, because I think we need this in order to fast roll, and a Wolf Ring, because we have no poise otherwise. So, yeah. Yeah, we need Havel's Ring to fast roll. Yeah. Oops. I think we need, what, like 32 equip load in order to fast roll at our current equip weight. So yeah. Oh, here are the stats. Levels are going to be the same. Spells are the Great Soul Arrow or Heavy Soul Arrow, Magic Weapon, Fall Control, and Light. Yep. So I think we're looking good. All right, so now we can get to Donald. So we get to Donald now. Yeah, and you can talk to you till we find Logan. Claws are pretty good. I like the claws. Actually, let me take care of this thrower. Ow. Oh. Every time I'm up here, I'm going to attack this rat, because I think he has a pretty good chance of dropping a humanity. I think his base drop chance is 5%. So every time we kill him with 10 humanity, it should be like a 10% chance, but I always do that just in case, because you never know. Parry with the claws. Originally I was thinking of dual wielding claws, but there's no real dual wield in Dark Souls, so it's like, eh. Go with our tried and true Uchi Katana. It's just really good. It's a really strong weapon in Dark Souls, in all Souls games anyway. Alright, Donald. I'm glad to see you up here.
Aye, Shemai. I didn't expect to meet anybody here. I suppose great minds think alike, eh?
Uh-huh. Yeah, yes, great minds say we have to jump across a gap in order to get here. Alright, anything new?
I'm afraid I don't see anything here.
Of course you don't. We need to buy stuff. Yep, so once he moves up to Firelink Shrine, he offers the Master Key. So now we just buy it from him. And now we'll always have it, even in new game cycles. Yep, standard arrow collection, some crystal weapons. And his armor. Do I really want to get it now? Not really. I mean, his chest piece is really good, but it's also really heavy. Yeah. Strange helmet of the ancient land of Xena, birthplace of the curious dealer Donald. The two horns are believed to symbolize wisdom. The many metals are believed to symbolize glory. The gold bracelets symbolize a vanquisher. And the inlaid silver ring symbolize an explorer. Yep. So again, it's like what, 45,000 to buy this whole thing, and maybe later. Anything else?
Well, I'm certain we will make a good trade eventually. So I am willing to share some tips. The cursed ghosts of New Londo are formidable foes. To face them, you will require special arms or a cursed body. The quickest way to be cursed? Try the bug-eyed lizards in the sewer. Desperate measures, to be sure.
Yep. So the only way to harm the ghost is with special arms or a cursed body. You know, it's like the quickest way to get a cursed body is the bug-eyed lizards in the sewer. All right.
Thank you. That was a fine trade. I have this funny feeling we'll meet again soon. And we'll make another fine trade, of course.
Yes, we will meet again soon. So now that he's here, he'll actually sell boss armors. Certain bosses will have armors that you can buy, and Donald will have them. So I think the Iron Golem, Ornstein, Smo, Gwendolyn, Gwen. I'm trying to think of anybody else. Artorias in the DLC. I think that might be all of them. I can't quite. There's probably some more, but those are the ones that come off the mind. So if you beat those bosses, he'll have those armors. Yep. So, hop and skip. All right. So with Donald done, let's go to Zen's Fortress. I don't think anybody else has anything more to say. Fran has anything to say. Pedros won't talk to us. Griggs has one spell left to sell, but we're not going to buy it yet. I'm trying to think if I have anything else. All right. I think we're all done. Excuse me, boys. I have a fun house to get to. All right. So now with the souls we have, we'll level up. We'll probably only level like 3 times, maybe. Maybe 4 if we're lucky. But let's see. Alright, level up. Got 4. Now the question is, do you want survivability? Do you want damage? Or do you want to improve our sorcery? I do want 18 faith, at least. So I want to use the Homeward Miracle. We'll go damage for now. For right now, we'll stack damage. I think that's going to help us in the long run. All right. Oh, I also kindled this bonfire. This bonfire is now kindled to max. That's why its fire is so big compared to before. So that's also why we have 20 charges of the Estus flask. So I kindled this one to max. Require 2 more humanity, but it's worth it. Because once you kindle it, you don't have to kindle it again. It carries over to the new game cycles. So, all right. Yep. Sir Onion's already through the door. Yep. And it's Sen's fortress. It's full of traps. There's one right at the door. Come on. Ooh, that damage is not looking good. Yeah, so there's a pressure plate right here. So use it to harm on these serpent men. Alright. Alright, that's better. Okay. Yep. That's nice. Brave warrior. Now we have statues of, well, those are silver knights. You can tell by their headpiece. Oops. Yeah, the little. But anyway, black knights were once silver knights anyway, so Gwyn's knights anyway. I'll call them that. All right. Welcome to Sen's fortress. It is actually open on top. Alright. Down below are several Titanite demons. There's 4 of them down there to be exact. And we'll go down there, don't worry. I hear footsteps. There he is. Yeah, that serpentman was supposed to be over there on the bridge. I think he bugged out. Ow. Alright, so they have a lot more poison than I thought. There's one up there. Those cobra-looking guys, they'll shoot lightning at us. So might as well just take them out when you can. They can also drop flambers. The flambers they drop. So just gonna sit here, pick them off when we can, so we don't have to deal with them later. Use the range on the black bow to our advantage. Yeah, haha, we outrange you. Although we're not doing much damage anyway. We'll just pick them off slowly but surely. Okay, there should be one more. Yeah, there he is. You know what? It may not be honorable combat, but we'll take a win any time. Alright, so now let's actually get to this. Just time your steps. Yeah, normally the Serpent Man would be right here, but I guess he fell down somehow and made his way back up, so we took care of him over there, but normally he's right about here on this bridge. Dead end. Dead end as well. Again, normally that other mage guy would be right there, but we took care of him. Another trap plate. Just roll over it. Chains curled away. Not a mimic. 2 large shards. We'll take it. Yep. Yeah, from this point forward, keep an eye on the chains on chests. If it's curled away like this, it's a normal chest. If it's not, you may want to rethink opening it right away. Okay, just chilling out. Yep, there's a ball trap. Get away from the doorway. Thank you. You gonna drop your weapon? Nope. Okay, these guys can drop their weapon, so. Alright, so our aim is to go left and up as soon as this ball goes away. Or passes. Book it. Just book it. There you go. Mr. Sorcerer. I'm just gonna wait for the ball to come back down. There we go. The doorway. Alright. Here we go. Chains scrolled away. Not a mimic. Ring of Steel Protection. I think it provides, what, 50 to our physical defense? Yeah, 50 points to physical defense. So it is a very good ring. Very, very good. I would consider putting it on. Yeah, sure, why not? We'll put it on. I have a feeling we're going to get poise broke by these guys anyway, so. Alright, we'll come back once we get the ball mechanism to work. Fog. Another trap on the floor. Elevator through the window. I think we could just jump over this. Nope, we triggered it. Alright. I was hoping we wouldn't trigger it, but we did. Oh well. Now here comes the hard part. This one's hard. There's not a lot of room for error here. We're probably gonna get smacked by the ball. Exact run. Just book it. Yeah. If I didn't get stuck on that corner, it would have made it. Alright, so now we're in the ballroom. See the complicated mechanism just to smack a ball. Alright, so now we have a choice. We can go. We'll let it go for a bit longer. Actually, since it's going that way, let's go this way. From up here, we can see him. Our Seekbro. But first, we want to make sure we drop down. down here. This. Oh, this is where the shotel's at. Okay, I thought this was something else, but yep, so now we have another shotel. Awfully close to our friend there, buddy. Gonna have to ask you to cease and desist. Be gone. We'll take care of your friend there in a second. Aw, crap. That bite attack was a bad one to get. Gravity, leading cause of death in Souls games. all right. Let's actually get our shield on. We'll do this properly now. All right, so I'll either fast forward or just, cut right to where we left off. After I killed all those guys too, man. All right, I'll be right back. All right, shall we try that again? It seems like they're already dead. Okay. I'm not going to question it. I think Ziegbro did it for us. All right. My man. Thank you for the help, maybe, question mark?
Oh ho! Ah, where did you come from? Splendid news, I tell you.
Splendid news indeed. What do you got to say?
Ah, so you see my plight. Yes, indeed. I've run up against a wall, or a ball, to be precise. I'm afraid I'm a bit too tough to be outrunning those things. So here I sit in quite a pickle, but who knows? Perhaps we'll have another development.
Yes, we have another development.
Perhaps I could try some rolling. Bah, no chance. My head would spin. Perhaps, bah.
Yeah. That's okay. So we basically have to deal with the little ball trap, and then we come talk to him. He should move on at that point. All right. So here's hoping that the trap doesn't turn our way. Yeah, as you can see, the little like the little groove and the little path from all the balls going down here. Who knows how long it's been that way. All right. Please don't come down. Thank you. As you can see, it's already turning. Yep, it already turned. So all you gotta do is just run along the wall and you won't get hit. Alright. So here we are. Shall we redeem ourselves? We can make it up there without getting smacked. As long as we have light load, we should be able to get up here. There we go. Alright, so let's turn it to the center. Give it a good whack. Yep. Wow. It's the little serpent guy that was leaning against the wall is getting smacked. One more should do the trick. All right. Let's head down that way for now. I don't know why those two Serpentmen were dead this time. Over by Siegmeyer. I think he's the one who actually kills them, but he didn't do it last time, so I don't know. Master key. I don't think opening these does anything. Yeah. Yeah. But we have a friend. Big Hat Logan.
You seem quite lucid. A rare thing in these times. I am Logan. I'm a bit cooped up, as you can see. I have a bright idea. Suppose you set me free. I'm old and empty-handed, but I could repay you with knowledge and sorcery. This place is melting my mind. The inactivity is repressive.
Will the master key open this? Yes, it does. Okay. Otherwise, we have to go find a key later on in Sen's Fortress and come back here to open it. But the master key opens it, so don't have to worry about that.
Oh, heavens. Thank you. I'm saved, and I'd love to resume my travels. But I must log a few things first, and I owe you a favor. I will return to Firelink Shrine. Speak with me there, so that I may impart my sorcery.
All right, so now you should return to Firelink.
Oh, hello. Don't mind me. Go on ahead. I'll be along later. Whoa, I'll be just fine, young one.
All right, I think that's all he has to say.
Oh, I'll be along.
Yeah, okay. So now he'll be at Firelink Shrine. So we'll go talk to him probably at the end. Soul of a Hero? Just checking those did anything, but nope. Okay. All right, let's go back to the top. Just want to make sure it didn't turn on us yet. Okay. So the thing will turn on you by itself. So you just gotta keep an ear out for it. Yeah, you can hear it turn. There he is. All right, we're gonna go back up top. Yeah, don't hit the ball. It'll still count as a hit even if you're behind it. There we go. As long as you're light loaded, you should be able to get that pretty easily. Send it this way. So we want to do some exploring down this way. There's an item down there. And a little wizard guy. That was a double hit, wasn't it? Alright, we'll take it. Soul item. That drops us off out there. I think I know what's out there. This goes this way. I thought that was an illusory wall, but I guess not. Out here. Black Sorcerer set and Hush, another sorcery. Oops. Oops. Okay, my controls all mixed up. Alright, so let's find Hush. Sorcery developed by a certain stereotypish sorcerer at Vinheim Dragon School. Masks all sounds of caster. Effectively, Vinheim is controlled by the Dragon School, and it's no wonder that the town has its share of dark secrets. Surreptitious. Basically like secretive or all that stuff. And you also got the Black Sorcerer set, which I think prioritizes elemental resistances. Yeah. Bit lighter. Not as much physical defense, but a bit more elemental. Again, these things moved. Gotta put them back where they go. Alright. Black Sorcerer Hat. Hat worn by the secret sorcerers of Vinheim Dragon School. They secretly work with sound-based spells and never reveal themselves. Spies, basically. Yeah. Griggs is the one that wears this. Griggs wears the Black Sorcerer stuff. So he's a surreptitious sorcerer, that's for sure. Yep. Who he's spying on? Probably Master Logan, but all we can do is just guess. Yep. Open this up. This puts us above the center. This gate's already blown out. Here we have the little elevator. Notice the bloodstains. Wait for it to come down, and notice the big spikes on top. Yeah. You do not want to stay on this elevator. Yeah, 'cause otherwise you're gonna get, I don't know if it's an instant death, but it definitely hurts. Take it down. Alright. Where's this go? Oh, it's at the bottom, okay. Need to fill that up when we can. But here we go. Notice the chains? The chain is not curled back. And actually, if you pay attention, just wait for it. And it breathes. Yep. This is our first Mimic. Yep. So if you go open it like a normal chest, it's going to eat you. So, and at our current stat level, it'll probably kill us. But if you don't want to fight it, just use... Where is it? Just use a Lloyd's Talisman. Puts the Hummy to sleep. Allow when you get the item it usually drops. So yeah, if you don't want to fight one, just throw Lloyd's Talisman at it. It'll give you the items anyway. But what kind of Souls player are we if we don't fight it? Gotta get our big strong attack in. There we go. You know, just wail on it. Take advantage of its get up animation, just wail on it. It is pretty dangerous, especially in this tight little corridor. It can grab you to eat you. It can roundhouse kick you. It can, you know, like punch you across the face, and it'll hurt. It will hurt. I do not lie about that. All right. So, how do you want to go back up? Alright, we'll take the elevator up. Again, we gotta be quick getting off, so... Okay. Trying to think real quick. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take this up here. We're going to let it do its thing. Gonna head back down and we're going to wait for it to fill up that little hole we saw earlier. This is the way. Getting turned around. No, it's not. Okay. Went the wrong way. We'll go back to that little elevator. Oops. Ah, crap. Oof. That's a one dangerous elevator. Alright. Oh, it already did it. Cool. Yeah, wait for it to fill up. Come over here. Quickly grab the ring and get out of the way. Yeah, because that's a dead end. There's nothing down there. All right, we got a very, very important ring for us anyway. Covetous gold serpent ring. The serpent is an imperfect dragon and symbol of the undead. Its habit of devouring prey, even larger than itself, has led to an association with gluttony. This gold ring engraved with the serpent boosts its wearer item discovery so that more items can be amassed. It doubles our item discovery rate. Go over here, 210, 410. Yep, so it basically doubles our item discovery. So very good for farming, for, you know, weapons, armors, upgrade materials, that kind of jazz, all that stuff. All right. Now we need to go back up. Again, I know, a lot of back and forth, but it's a lot of back and forth, but I want to make sure I get everything, so it requires us to go back and forth several times. I think we just go this way again. Yeah. So we're back out here to the platform where the serpent guy was at, and we'll go this way. Nice little cell. Alright, should just be able to drop down. We can see another Titanite demon below us. Some items. Careful not to fall down. We got Slumbering Dragon Crest Ring. Another pretty useful ring, depending on how you want to play. This ring was secretly worn by a certain surreptitious sorcerer at Vinheim Dragon School. The ring is engraved with an everlasting dragon in silent slumber and masks all sounds emitted by the wearer. Yep. So with this combined with the Ring of Fog or Hidden Body, and you'll enter stealth mode. Very hard for enemies to find you. So. Alright. Now we're just gonna drop back down. Should not be fatal. Top off. In fact, we'll put that ring to use right now. I love fall control. Alright. Now it's time for the tar pits. We got 4 Titanite demons to kill. And it's going to be a slog. I'll say that. On the iron ring, we might have to change our weapon. Let's see how this one goes. Take care of you first. You first, good sir. Are you the only one here? Yes, you are. Good. Damage is okay. Ow. Oh. Sir, I am not a Goomba, so don't stomp on my head, please. There we go. Alright, not too bad, not too bad. Drops a Demon Titanite. Didn't get his catch pole, sad. Yeah, the game calls this a scythe, but it's actually more of a bardiche. Like a big, like long-handled halberd, basically. Where is it? Here it is. Yep. Halberd with a large blade, scythe adjusted for battle, designated especially for slicing. However, one false swing leads to one wide open. Yeah, it's more of, like I said, it's more of a bardiche. Yeah, can't quite get a good angle on it. So. So yeah. Stick with the katana. Yeah, we'll stick with the katana. Alright. Brave warrior. Well, actually, let me try the... No, I don't think that's going to be too much any better. Now we'll stick with the katana. The katana's quick, so it looks like it's doing decent damage, so... But these 2 Titanite demons in this little section are the weaker of the 4. Ow. Yeah, it's a multi-hit jump. Ow. What did I say about me not being a Goomba? Jump. Nope. Yeah, Mr. Serpent Guy joined us. Jump. That's a grab, stay away. There we go. Dang, no catch pole. Alright. Yeah, the Serpent Man up there fell down again, and he got stuck in a little loop on this ladder. Like, he tried to get up, but he couldn't get out of it. He kept going back on the ladder. It was pretty funky to look at. Alright, now comes the hard part. 2 in the back are going to be a lot harder to deal with. I'm just going to have to deal with the light and the medium load. Alright, the 2 back here are much stronger than the ones up here. And they're in such a way that the one in the back has actually a pretty long aggro range, so if you just stick your head out a little bit, he's going to spot you and he's going to start flinging lightning bolts at you. All the while, the one up front's going to come in melee, and it's going to be a real mess. Hello. Goodbye. So, I put the Ring of Fog on, hopefully not to get the attention of the one in the back. Hopefully. But we'll see what happens. Alright. Gonna have to stay back here for as much as we can. Yeah, he's right here. We already got his attention. He can clip through the wall, so even if you are back here, he can still hit you. Try to get him to come this way. He's gonna do his... Come on, get closer. No. I don't want to go any closer because of your friend. He got behind us. Yeah, even with magic weapon on, we're doing like only 84 compared to like 134 with just a regular unbuffed weapon. Alright, come on. But we got this. We can do this. Ow. As long as you don't mess up like that. I dodged too soon. No, you're supposed to dodge through his attack, not with it. Anyway. Alright, Sen's Funhouse. We're having fun, aren't we? Anyway, I'll get back to down there. So, see you in a bit. Alright, I'm back. Yeah, luckily the Titanite demons don't respawn, so we're good. Alright. Let us try a different weapon this time. I don't think Slash is that good against them. Let's try our side sword, see how that works. Alright. Alright. Shall we try this again? Alright. Now I got clipped by his tail. Alright, that's not very good. Alright, there we go, that works. Why are you multicating us? Let's back off a bit, he's gonna jump. Nope. Oh. Alright, let us... take a sec to try another weapon. Katana might have been our best bet, to be honest. Yeah, let's stick with it. Alright, let's get it light as well, might as well. No, I ain't gonna go any further back there, so come over here. Stop it. Get our stamina back. Quick 2 hits. You gonna jump? Nope. Good. Let's grab, just back off. Again, I'm not a Goomba, so don't stomp on me. Stick to his left arm. Manage your stamina, and you should be fine. Why are you such a jumper? Like that. Alright. You, sir, was for too much of a jumper. Tight Knights, sure. Actually, we're gonna put on the gold serpent ring, hopefully get the catch pole. Alright. Top off. Get a bit closer. You're gonna... Normally you just sit there and spam. I have no problem doing this, so... Alright, what you gonna do? Another jumper, huh? That's a grab. Nice. Ow. Was not expecting him to follow up. Alright. I should probably heal, but we're gonna wait. Do that. Three times in a row, huh? I don't care. Thank you. Again, these guys are a lot tougher than the other two. Did we get it? Probably not. Yes, we did. Excellent. Good thing I put on the serpent ring. Tight Knight catch pole. Alright, definitely worth dying to them. Tight Knight catch pole. It's a halberd class. Get some intelligence scaling with no intelligent requirement. You might use it. Weapon of the Tight Knight Demon, a faceless stone monster born from Tight Knight slab. One of the enchanted weapons, perhaps from a residual power of the Tight Knight slab. Known for its leaping attack, which comes smashing down on foes from above. Yep. I think that's its unique R2? Yep. I bet we've seen that animation before. That animation looks familiar. I can't quite put my finger on where it's from. Alright, let's get our... Oops, I've way past it. And our bow, and our ring. Alright. Now they're gone. Yep. Good thing we got it down here. Otherwise, that catch pole... There's one more Tight Knight Demon in Anor Londo. I think the last one after that is in the Demon Ruins. So, yeah. Although the last one does respawn, but he's probably the strongest of all the Tight Knight Demons, so it's a real chore to get it from him. So it's a good thing we got it down here. All hail the gold-covered serpent ring. the bringer of goody goodies. Alright, grab the item. And an archway that looks closed. Yep, is another illusory wall. Going up, up, up. We have a friend to thank. Although I don't know if he'll like it, but we have a friend. Yep, it's the giant who opened the door for us. You can actually see the bell tower. Good, it's a beautiful vista. Mm-hmm. All right. Yes. Yep. Thank you, giant sir. Your service is no longer required. Here's a bleed. Thank you, sir. And he drops a Titanite chunk. And he does not respawn, so that's what you get for opening the door for us. I don't think you can actually get over to that little section. Even though there's stairs, I don't think you can actually get there. At least not that I remember. Mm-hmm. Yep, there's the arena for the Iron Golem. I don't think he shows up till we get through the boss fog. But yeah, the path on the way in. There's the old Undead church where Andre's at. Down below is the Darkroot Gardens. Yep, there's the new Undead church, the Bell of Awakening. Yep, the parish. Yep. And up, you can see the walls of Anne Orlando. Alright. So now I believe we're ready to actually get to the top of the fortress. Hold on. Okay, yeah, there's more stairs here, but I don't think you can get to it, so. Alright, now we gotta make our way back up. We're at the entrance. And now we just gotta go forward. Alright, so I'll probably either skip to it or fast forward all the way up to the top. Or at least on the way to the top. Or at least where the ball mechanism's at. That's where we last left off. Excuse me, sir, I have a way up. Ooh, ooh. Yes! Got another good drop. The Man Serpent Greatsword. It is a strength build's dream. Yep, got really good strength scaling. It's a great sword, can be buffed. It's just really good all around, especially for, again, strength builds. The single-bladed, blood-stained greatsword is the choice weapon of the slithering serpent men of Sen's fortress. An ordinary human will have great difficulty swinging this heavy beast effectively. Yep. Can't believe we got that. So all we need is the flamberge from these guys. These guys will drop the flamberge. So we just gotta get it from them, and we should get everything from Sen's fortress. Alright. Ready? Let's just hope we make it. Okay. We are good to go. Here's another floor trap. The arrows are on the wall. Yeah. You out. Trying to remember where it's at, but one of these has a guy sniping the little pathway. We want to, yep. Just gotta be careful what's behind us. That was a bleed. Thank you. Did he drop it again? Oh wow, we got lucky. Hopefully the flamberge guys drop a flamberge. Large shards. See if we can get a little preview of what's to come. Don't see much of anything. Alright. Alright. So again, be careful of the stairs going up because there is a guy behind you. Get his attention first. No. Thank you. Alright, so now we can go up there with impunity, or kind of. Oh, you don't want to drop your weapon? Ah, sad. Alright. I'm pretty sure this is a quick way down. You might die. I think you need fall control to survive it, but I'm not too sure. It might be too far even for fall control. You might hit the maximum fall distance if you drop down here. So I wouldn't recommend going that way. Actually, if we use the prism stone, will it actually tell us how far, or is it just a guess? Again, we just throw it too far. It's be like over here in order to get. It hit the wall again, so I don't know. It doesn't go straight down. It just like, whatever. I tried. Here's a little bastard. Goodbye. You better not have dropped an item. This way. Here's that. Yeah. Long way down. And normally this is how you get to this guy if you just run through it. We're at the top. Not much more left. Slug the wall. Alright. There he is, the guy who feeds the ball trap. Mm-hmm. Yep, we got Boulder Knights. Much stronger than the ones in the parish. Ah, it's too far away. Come on, buddy. I know you see me. Oh. Little shield shove. Well, here's a shove back. Give it much more souls, have a better drop chance of shards. They can also drop large shards. Although it's not quite as good as the leeches, but they do drop it. And here's another one. It's a good thing one riposte finishes them. I said you guys have a better drop chance. You're not dropping anything. Chains curled away. Should be the fire plate area. Yep. Fire stone plate. Raises fire defense. I think by like 50, I think. Don't need that anymore. Yep, 50. Alright. Yep, and these Boulder Knights do respawn, so it's also a good source for Titanite shards and large shards. But let's top off. And here's our other friend. There he is. He is priority target number 1 in the area. Ow. Now we're just gonna run up. Where you see a black spot is where he throws. We're gonna actually go that way. Right this way. And drop down. Ow. That's one way to find it. Bonfire in the top of Sen's Fortress. Pretty easy to miss. But if you do know where it is, if you do know it's here, then it's very, very useful. So yeah, we're gonna slap on force. Repair, get some more. Stamina. Well, no, health. We'll just pump health from now. All right. So I put on force because you can. Actually, let me. I should have gotten some more. Yeah, I thought about farming for the humanity at the rats in the depths, but I didn't feel like it. Yeah, because I needed homeward bone to do that. I was like, it's gonna be a while. I'm like, I don't really, didn't care to do it at the moment. Now that I have the gold serpent ring, I'll probably go back down and do it, but we definitely need to be human. We want to be human. Yeah, this episode's going to go on longer than I anticipated, but oh well, we're near the end anyway. We don't have much further. Alright. Let's put on a talisman. Alright. Here we are. So the reason we want force is, let's see if I can pull it off. Hey, big guy. Hit me with your best shot. Yeah, that's what I thought. If you time it right, you can, just, knock it away. Allowing you a little bit of reprieve, if you can see it coming. But again, the closer you get, the harder it is to judge. Yeah, you're too late. But you missed us anyway. Where do I want to go? This way? Yeah, I'll go this way. We're going to get to him first, right? We want to clear him out first. You stay put. It's this way. Yep, this way. Alright, just book it. He's gonna throw it right here. Since we were quick enough, he didn't hit us. That's the boss fog, but we don't want that. We want to go up here. Alright. It's a little frenzy attack. If he does his frenzy attack, it's going to come down all exhausted. Die. And he drops a chunk. And he doesn't respawn either, so once you take care of him, he's gone. Definitely recommend take care of him, because he can and will throw these giant pots into the boss arena. So you don't want to take on Iron Golem with this guy throwing pots at you. I would not recommend it. There's the Iron Golem. I don't think we can damage it from here. Yeah, he's in a... Alright. So let's head back down. Yes, I see you. We'll get to you. We'll get to you. But now we're going to backtrack, because I want to get through everything. Well, actually, we can do this. Alright, big guy, I'm going to have to ask you to stop. That was not nice, dude. Not nice. Yeah, he respawns, so... yeah. Yes, I know about that. But that should... Alright, that should allow us to advance Siegmeyer. Can I even jump up there? Alright, it can't. Cool. Alright, you have to come back. Alright. Drop down. Hopefully no more balls come down, but who knows? Guess we'll find out. You already moved on. Nice. So that was pointless of us coming down here. I thought he would still be down there with more dialogue, but he already moved on. Man has no patience. No patience, I say. Alright. Sorry about that. Well, actually... I should put on Great Combustion. And then we'll slap on our sorceries. Okay. That works. Don't need that anymore. Alright. Alright. I know this last part's kind of going all wonky, but I'm trying to make sure I get everything as in one continuous thing as I can. But it's not quite working out the way I intended. Alright. Hop across. As you see, there is a black spot, so as that giant's alive, he'll throw it down here too. Since we took care of him, we have free reign for this little top level. Alright. Another Balder corpse with sniper crossbow and sniper bolts. It's okay. Yeah, large crossbow with long distance used by Kareem snipers, often used with sniper bolts. But while crossbows are normally easy to use, sniper crossbow requires dexterity. Yep. Well, strength and dexterity, but it's got a good shot range, 70, but I'm pretty sure it's the longest reload time of all the crossbows. So your mileage may vary. For some reason we're getting double hits. I don't quite know why. Yeah. Alright, let's go back up. Now let's start clearing it out. Large Soul of Brave Warrior, take it. 2 shards, definitely take that. This is 9, so we now upgrade another weapon. And another Knight Baronique. Can I sneak in a nice. Alright. This guy does respawn, so if you want the steel set, he'll drop it, the shield, and his weapon as well. I think it's a mace, and maybe the greatsword, maybe, but yeah, the tower shield, nice. It's actually a good, very good great shield, if you have the strength for it. Yeah, 30 strength, but it's got excellent stability. Metal great shield used by Knight Baronique, known for his heavy armor. This thick plate of iron is heavily defensive, but ultra heavy. Great shields are very stable and deflect attacks. However, one cannot parry. Instead, use to bash the shield. Yep. Very solid great shield. Very solid. All right. Now we have an NPC to kill. This guy's gonna be tough. See if I can get a good look at him before he starts charging at us. There he is. I'm pretty sure that is Prince Ricard. A Prince of Berenique. Elite knight armor, a unique rapier. He's got the buckler on there. So yeah, he's pretty tough. So just don't go in wailing. Don't go in swinging all willy nilly. Otherwise, he will parry you, and he will kill us in one riposte. So hopefully, Great Combustion should do wonders on him, but we'll see. All right. Ow. Like that. When in doubt, fire. All right. We didn't stagger him like I thought he would. He probably poised through when he was attacking, but he drops Ricard's rapier. That's why I believe he's Prince Ricard. Where are you? There we are. A rapier with intricate decorations, chosen weapon of the infamous undead Prince Ricard. Ricard's exploits are told in a monomyth. He was born to royalty, but wandered the lands in a fateful, ill-conceived journey. He became undead and disappeared up north. Okay, so I don't know if he's from Berenique, but he is a prince of some place. Though I assume it's Berenique because I think they talked about a journey. If I can find it. But their journey. Countless knights of Berenique, once extolled as the mightiest of mighty, became undead and ventured to Lordran, but the journey was for naught, as they went hollow and became threats to all undead. So that's kind of why I think he's from Berenique, for that ill-gotten or ill-conceived journey. But he's guarding 2 chests. No mimics, so a divine blessing and rare ring of sacrifice. Divine blessing just be a full heal, yeah. Fully restores HP and undoes irregularities. Blah, blah. Yeah, full heal. Fully restores HP, cures all status effects. The goddess of sunlight, Guinevere, daughter of the great Lord of Sunlight, Gwyn, is cherished by all as a symbol of bounty and fertility. Yep. And we'll see why in a couple episodes. Yep. This mystical ring was created in a sacrificial rite of Velka, the goddess of sin. The magenta shaded ring is especially rare. Its wearer will lose nothing upon death and will be freed from any curse whatsoever. But the ring itself breaks. Yeah. So similar to the ring of sacrifice, except it prevents curse. So yeah. Definitely gonna need it at least once for sure. All right. Yeah, I don't think you can get out there. I don't think there's any way. You might be able to jump out, but I think they might have fixed that. Anyway. Climb, climb, climb. Alright, go back this way. I don't think there's anything over there. All right, should we try our chance? Try our luck. Yeah, we'll try our luck. And we missed it. Yeah. That jump's always gets me. There's a specific spot you need to jump off of. If you don't get it straight, you'll fall off like that. me go take care of this crossbow guy. We'll take care of him as well. Rapier Berenique. I said good day. Yep. Nothing out here, just a little vista. Mm-hmm. Oh, I never realized there was actual gargoyles on those little pillars. It's actually the first time I'm seeing them. Interesting. I never knew those were there. Alright, let's go take care of this crossbow guy and try our luck with the jump again. Can our master key open these? No, okay. Alright, so we can't use the master key for that. We have to actually get the key, which is across that jump. Thank you. Reminds me I need to put this... put that back on. Alright, now let's go try our jump again. You can't drop down. You can drop down there, but there's no point. There's nothing down there. You know, it just goes back into Sen's Fortress, and you'll probably fall off a ledge. All right, let's try this again. Line it up. There we go. Again, that jump always troublesome. And here we have... what's his name? I don't think he has a name. I don't remember. But... yep, another crestfallen type guy. Alright.
Ah, what? What? Who are you? Ah, another undead, eh? I took on Sen's Fortress alone. But I'm no different from those vile creatures. I was driven by conceit. Ah, you think you're different? That you can handle it? Yes, I remember that feeling. For I was the same. So, let me help you out. With your soul searching.
Yep. And he is floating off the ground, so that's why he seems a bit taller. He is literally floating. Yep, right there. Alright, what do you gotta say?
There's nothing more to say. I'm finished. We're both on the brink, you see. End of story. You bloody fool.
I ain't on the edge.
Let me give you a nibble of advice. Don't even consider visiting Anor Londo. Not in your state. For a century they've tried and failed. The Night King Rendell, Black Iron Tarkus, and even Logan himself. You won't stand a chance. You'll be eaten alive. But go along if you wish. If only to deepen your despair.
The Night King Rendell, Black Iron Tarkus, and even Logan himself couldn't brave the fortress. Well, I got news for you. Tarkus did make it. And we'll find evidence of that.
Let me give you a... Don't even consider... First, the Night King. You won't... But...
Alright, so now we purchase. He sells black fire bombs, green blossoms. Nice. Here's our... Ooh, that's expensive. Okay, they're more expensive than I thought. Yeah, shards, large shards, green shards. Yep. He does sell unlimited amounts, but they are expensive. I thought they were cheaper. Oh well. So here's our large shards, if we want them. Yep, he sells great sword, great axe, Baldur equipment, the Berenique equipment. Standard. Ooh, he also has feather arrows. Okay, so this is where you get the feather arrows. You might buy those. He sells the Katarina set and the steel set and the boulder set. Definitely have to come back for this. The steel set we can farm from the one respawning Baronique Knight. We already have the boulder set. Katarina set's the only, you can only get it from him. Yeah, Siegmeyer doesn't drop it if you kill him, so don't even bother. If you want the Katarina set, you gotta buy it from him. Yeah, so Thunder Plate and the Stone Spell Plates. Yep. Yep, symbolizing thunder, boost defense against lightning. Yep. Defense against magic. So he has some things we want. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. So, but for now, we're gonna leave it. All right.
Nothing at all? Fine then. Rush in like a naked babe and be skinned alive.
Well, thank you. Alright, so we gotta come down here. The key we want is down here. Should be some more serpent men down here. There he is. Oop. Actually, since you're, let me try and get your flamberge. Ow. Drop it, drop it. Ah. No, no dice. No dice. Okay. Oh well, I tried. Here we got the cage key. Opens hanging cage and Zen's fortress. If a hapless adventurer becomes fatigued during an imprudent attempt to overcome the fortress, the serpent men will not kill him, but lock him up in a lonely cage. Eventually, unless they have forgotten, they drag the victims off to who knows where. I know where. At least I think I know where. Well, I can guess, but I think it's the Duke's archives, and we'll see why. All right. So we got that key. That key should open up the one cage we can't open by the boss fog. That key also opens up Logan's cage. If you didn't have the master key, that's the key you need to open up Logan. Yeah, but since the master key opens up Logan's cage, well, we don't need it. But we do need it for the one up there. So, yep. You can actually see the bonfire from here. Okay. So if you didn't know about before, if you take a stop, look around, you'll notice it. Mm-hmm. So that's why I always advise, just every now and then, just stop, take a look at your surroundings. You might find something. Go. Let's continue up. And this will open this with a cage key. And now we'll take it down. It is an elevator. So, in fact, it takes us all the way to the beginning. I think that's a grab. Yeah, it came out. Yeah, second swing came out much more delayed than I thought. Yep, this is where it pops you out at. Right at the beginning. Hop on. I'll take you all the way up. Quick way in and out of Sen's Fortress if you're just traveling through. Alright. So with that done, we're actually going to need that on the way out. Let's continue up. So before we do that, we're actually going to go this way. Above where Ricard was guarding. Here he is, the man of the hour. Black Iron Tarkus. The man who can literally solo the Iron Golem. But we'll help him out, don't worry. Alright, Tarkus. Go. Yeah, we'll do the full summon. I don't care. We want to see Tarkus come in. Yeah, Tarkus. What's up? Glad to meet you. We got a boss to kill. Let's go. Maybe we gotta summon Tarkus for this fight. And last but not least is the boss. We'll start off with our combustion. You ready, Tarkus? You're born ready. Let's go. Let's make sure we don't need that. Well, let's put on our steel. All right, let's go. No, put him down. Not like that. You got this, Tarkus. Thank you, good sir. With that, the Iron Golem. Alright. Yep. Yeah, it's not too bad. There is a way to kind of get him to fall off the ledge. You know, just whack at him until he staggers. Like, near the end, you saw him kind of wobble there. When he's doing that, just attack his legs. If you attack his legs, he'll stumble backwards. And if you get lucky enough, like over here, and he'll fall off the ledge if you knock him down. We didn't get to do that. We killed him too quickly. Again, pyro frame. But yeah. Yep. And we let Tarkus do the kill. We could examine the Ring of Light, but we're not going to. In fact, I am... What's our time? We're going to do one more thing. We're going to go down back to Firelink Shrine. Yes, because we want... where am I going? I don't know where I'm going. Over here. We want to go back to Firelink Shrine because Logan should have moved back to Firelink. I'm going to talk to him real quick and then we'll call an episode. I know. I should have, but I want to talk to Logan. Oof. I want to talk to Logan now so I can buy his spells between episodes. Do you want to buy his stuff? I mean, they'll follow you pretty far out, so. Yes, I know this episode went on longer than I wanted, but 2 deaths A lot of runbacks. Yeah. In order to get all the nooks and crannies, we're gonna have to do a lot of backtracks. So. Excuse me. Yeah, because then I'll talk to Logan now. Do some more, a little farming off camera. Get some of the spells. They are expensive, but we do want them. That way, the next episode we can just start immediately at Anne Orlando. So instead of coming down here and talking. All right, you should be over here. Actually, before that, let's actually check out Donald, because he should have the Iron Golem set for sale now. Right, you're on the hit list. I'm not a Goomba. Stop Goomba stomping me. Ah. What is people Goomba stomping me? I don't like it. Yeah, because I do want to get some more humanity. That's definitely the one things I want to get. Just have like a little stockpile in our back pocket. All right. Oh no, Donald. I forgot. Forgot Donald. Just to show you, he sells boss armors. Donald, you got anything new?
Aye, Shemai. I didn't expect to meet anybody here. I suppose great minds think alike, eh?
Uh-huh. All right. Go to armor. Go down. Here we go. Golem armor set. Heavy armor set. I'm not sure if it can be upgraded. I don't know. I don't really use it just because it's really heavy. But it is a solid physical defenses. Although lightning is pretty terrible, but which is to be expected. Yeah. Head of the Iron Golem, guardian of the ancients and his fortress, slayer of heroes who ventured forth to Anne Orlando. Without its core, it is a mere hunk of iron, and can be equipped as solid protective gear, but its immense weight hinders stamina recovery. Yeah. Also, not as expensive as Donald's set. Yep, but
Well, that is a shame then. Come back again. Not every... There'll be more.
yes, there'll be more. All right. So now we have armor sets we gotta buy, spells we gotta buy. There's a lot of things to get before we go up top. All right. Griggs, I found Master Logan.
Oh, hello again. I was waiting to tell you. Master Logan has returned, and he tells me that he has you to thank. Well, we are both in your debt now. Thank you, sincerely. He's just over there. Go along and have a chat.
Why, I will. Anything else?
Oh, hello. I appreciate the attention, but you really should speak to Master Logan. That will certainly do you more good.
Well, you're right about that. It will do us more good.
Have you spoken to Master Logan? He is an accomplished scholar. The arts of sorcery would never have come this far without his contributions. And he has the nerve to go risking life and limb. What a stubborn old fellow.
We want him cooped up in the books all day. He's got to get out and stretch his legs. So.
Have you spoken to Master Logan? He is an accomplished, and he has the...
All right.
Goodbye then. Do stay safe.
Yeah, just got to make sure Griggs still has a spell on him. As long as he has a spell on him, you're good. All right, Logan.
There you are. I was expecting you. As promised, I will share my sorceries.
Yep. I think at this point, you do need at least 10 intelligence for him to sell you sorceries. But there is a point later on where he will sell you sorceries regardless of your intelligence level. But that's when he moves up to Duke's Archives. So but right now, you need at least, I think, 10 sorcery for him to sell you stuff. Yep. And he's got some stuff. Oh yeah. The standard, soul arrows, homing soul mass. Sorcery developed by Big Cat Logan. Fire homing soul mass. Life originates in the soul. No wonder the soul mass draws towards it. Sorcery is a window into Seeker Logan's methods. Yep. To peer into the essence of a soul, I guess. Yep. A symbol of Logan's strength, the soul spear is referenced repeatedly in legends, and is said to be on par with Lord Gwyn's lightning. 36 intelligence. Damn. Ways off before we can use it. Another magic weapon and the usual. Okay. So yeah, we gotta buy all this stuff before he leaves. Yep. So that's the plan, is to buy him out. Let's just get to it. Buy the expensive stuff.
I will stay here for the time being. Speak to me again to further your knowledge.
I will. All right. Anything else, Griggs?
Oh, hello. I appreciate the attention. That will certainly.
Okay.
Goodbye then. Do stay safe.
All right. All right, Framp, do you have anything else for us? I just want to check in.
I am pleased. Is it those who seek the realm? Many have faith.
Okay, you don't. I think I have an armor piece I don't need. See if I can find it. All right, I think we're good.
Farewell.
All right. All right. I think at that we're good. All right. With that, I'm going to call an episode. Yep. Well, first thing we did was we met Donald Xena. Yeah, he moved up here. He moves up here after you ring both bells of awakening. So, yeah, I just went to check on him. He does sell the master key at this point. We did buy it from him. So, it's a good buy to get regardless at this point. So, and then after that, I'm trying to remember what we did. And after that, we went to Sen's Fortress, or Sen's Funhouse. Yep, just kind of cleared it out, all the nooks and crannies. Yep, dealt with serpent men's. Died to gravity, unfortunately, after meeting our friend Siegmeyer, or Siegmeyer of Katarina, or is it somewhere else? Siegward or Siegmeyer? I get them confused. One's in this game, the other one's in Dark Souls 3. I don't quite remember, but I was gonna call him Siegmeyer from now on because I think that's him, or Siegward. I don't know. Anyway, so we met Siegward. He was trapped where the ball traps are at, trying to figure out a way to get past them. So we left into that. Got some more large shards, ring of steel protections in there. Trying to think what else is in there. There's the lightning spears in there, or lightning infused spear. Spear infused with lightning. It's actually a really good weapon. Pretty solid. Doesn't require any scaling. Got low requirements. Very good. But got that spear from a mimic, our first one in the game. So at this point forward, any treasure chests you gotta keep an eye out for. Otherwise, they might be a mimic. So, yep. Found the Black Sorcerer set, as well as the Hush Sorcery. Similar set to what Griggs is wearing, so he's one of those Vinheim spooks, like spy basically. Found the gold coveted serpent ring. Had to break open a wall and fill in a pit with the balls from the ball trap in order to get to it, but it's a good thing we have it. Makes farming items and whatnot a lot easier going forward. So serpent ring, soul items. Found the slumbering dragon crest ring. I think it's called slumbering. Yes, slumbering dragon crest ring. It's a ring that provides permanent hush, so it's a good one. It's good one to have if you want to go kind of stealthy, especially if you want to drop down behind enemies. Drop down behind them without them noticing, and you can get a backstab. Pretty useful. Dropped down to the tar pit where the 4 Titanite demons were at. Took care of one. Grabbed the, well, they call it a scythe, but it's more like a bardiche. Another soul item. Another Titanite demon. Yep, and then the 2 in the back. Yep. The first one, yeah, he killed us. That was partially on me. Yeah, I dodged the wrong way a bit late, but anyway, went back, took care of them. Yeah, the other 2 in that one big room, those are much stronger than the other 2. So took a bit longer to kill them, but we did get them. And luckily, the last of the 4 decided to drop his catch pole. Excellent. So it's a halberd with magic infusion in it. It's pretty powerful. But I don't think we quite have. I'm trying to remember what its scaling's all about. Yeah, a bunch of D's across the board. So I don't know. I think it takes a Twinkling Titanite upgrade. I'd rather not use my Twinkling Titanites just yet, so I'm gonna hold off on using it then. Yep. But anyway, we did get it. So the only 2 Titanite demons I know of are the one in Anor and the one in the Demon Ruins. So getting it now is a lot better than trying to get it later. But the one in the Demon Ruins does respawn, so he'll eventually drop it eventually. So we got the catch pole, made our way up, found an illusory wall, which led to the giant who opened the gate for us, and we gave him our thanks, by shoving our katana up his legs, up his butt. He drops a chunk for us, so worth it. And then can back down, continued up. There's some more serpent men. I'm trying to think what else we found. Oh, we also used the ball trap to open up a wall, which led to Master Logan trapped in a cage. Luckily, we had the Master Key beforehand, because the Master Key does open his cage. All the cages in that little stretch. It'll open up all those cages. So we opened up his cage, talked to him, freed him. He's now back at Firelink. There's also a Soul of a Hero in there, so definitely worth it. I think the Soul of a Hero is 10,000 runes. 10,000 runes, I think. It's a lot. Not runes, souls. I'm sorry, but and then we went back up, continued up, more serpent men, and then we found our way to the very top of Sen's Fortress, where we had a giant throwing giant fire pots. So we actually jumped down to the secret bonfire of the area. Yeah, it's up the very tip top, over a broken ledge. Drop down to it. So found that, activated that, restored to humanity, kindled it, went back up, took care of the giant throwing pots, took care of all the other enemies up there, the Boulder Knights, guarding this fireplate ring, the Knight Berenique. Took care of him, although he respawns, so we can get his stuff. Continued on, found Prince Ricard. Took care of him pretty quickly with our Great Combustion. He dropped his weapon, his rapier. Found a Divine Blessing and a Rare Ring of Sacrifice past him. A lot of good stuff in Sen's Fortress. Let's see, some more Baldur Knights. Hopped across the broken bridge. Found the Crestfallen Knight. I'll just call him the Crestfallen Knight. Where he sells a bunch of good stuff. He sells large shards, but they are a lot more expensive than I thought. So we'll may or may not do that. We'll see. He does sell the Katarina set. I think it's the only way to get it. So we'll have to buy that from him. He sells a few weapons, but I think we can get those from that Berenique Knight that respawns. And from his little zone, we went down a set of stairs, found the cage key. Yep. Used the cage key to open up the shortcut to the top, from the top to the bottom of Sen's Fortress. And then we did the boss. Well, first we summoned Black Knight Tarkus. Then we took on the boss. Yeah, because when you take on the Iron Golem, you gotta bring Tarkus with you. And at this point, it's just custom. If you don't do that, there's something wrong. So we beat up the Iron Golem. He gave us a good whack, or a backhand. But our Great Combustion, along with our Pyromancy Flame, did short work of his health bar, and we let Tarkus kind of finish the job. Again, there is a way to kind of get him to fall off the ledge, but it's probably easier if you do it solo. But you don't have to. But anyway, yep. So we defeated the Iron Golem. Actually, does his soul have anything special to say? Core of an Iron Golem. Yep. Originally a bone of an everlasting dragon. Used to acquire large souls or create new weapons. Used to be a bone of an everlasting dragon. Wow. Okay. A power to pseudo armor with a bone. Cool. Yep. And then after the golem, we actually made our way back down here to Firelink Shrine, where we then talked to Master Logan. We talked to Griggs first, who was ecstatic that Logan returned. And then we talked to Logan and bought some spells from him. And then we actually went over to Donald just to confirm he does sell boss armors, which he does. Yep. And that was it. That's all we did. A lot of stuff happened. Well, we cleared out Sen's Fortress, basically, through all the nooks and crannies. A lot of good stuff in there. A lot of good stuff. Yep, so now, next episode will probably be to Anor Londo. Yep, Anor Londo proper. Although between episodes I'm going to do quite a bit of farming. I want to get some more humanities from the rats and the blight in the depths. Now that we got this, now that I have the gold serpent ring, it'll be much easier to do. Because I do want some more. We do need some more. I am running low. And the rats are the best source of humanity at this point. So we need, so we only got 3 singles and 6 doubles, so I'll feel more comfortable if I have more. We also need to go back in Sen's Fortress, farm the Berenique Knight for his weapons and his armor. Use the souls we get to buy the Katarina set from the Crestfallen Knight and from the fortress. And use more souls to buy the rest of the spells from Logan. You want to buy all the spells from Logan as soon as you can. So there is a way to get duplicates of his soul spear and his soul mass, but you have to buy it from him first. So, and then once he moves, as long as Griggs has a spell left to sell, he'll then sell Logan's spells again. So that way you can get like a double the spells. So yeah, just buy all the spells. Yeah, quite a number of things to do between episodes before we go up to Anor Londo, but until then, that'll be for another episode. And I thank you all for watching. And I'll see you all next time.